cut off because my memory was full. So far I've planted 1 row of marigolds and marked it out on a chart. You can do that however you want. Next I want to plant some cosmos. Let's see. They want these to be direct seeded, but it also says start transplants 2 to 4 weeks before planting date. Oh, okay. And then you plant them when? Direct seed as soon as chance of frost has passed. And soil has warmed. Start transplants 2 to 4 weeks before planting date. Deadheading is required for constant blooms. All right. So I actually got these for free from the library. These don't have the little library marker on them like the other ones do. I guess somebody donated them or the library buys a bunch. For us poor people. Okay, I'm going to do Cosmos over here, third from the left. Can you see that far over? Here. Ooh, got too many. I'm taking... out of my hand, I'm taking 2 little seeds and putting them in here. And hopefully I'll keep making videos and you guys will get to see these grow into seedlings and then bloom this summer. If you stick with me that long. I've been doing this since I was a little girl. I used to like to start flowers in my windowsill. In Vermont. Okay, I'm going to do a bunch of these cosmos. I'm going to do this row. I'll do these 3 rows of cosmos, the 3 left rows. Okay, I planted the 3 rows while the camera was paused. We still have a lot of seeds left, so this is going to make a lot of flowers. Stick into the adhesive. I planted these. It's really interesting to think about when you're planting these. It's really interesting how they're actually starting to grow, technically, like as soon as you plant them. Okay, early heading broccoli. I'm going to put 2 rows of that next to the cosmos, so I'm marking it down. On my little chart. You probably can't see that. Just wrote it in pencil. Batavia F1 early broccoli. This one's a hybrid. Start seeds 4 or 5 weeks before last expected spring frost, and again in midsummer for a fall crop. Okay, it looks like you just put 1 seed per pod. I put several with the cosmos. So I put about 12 in my hand from the packet. These are cool looking little seeds. They almost look silver. I'm putting these in rows 4 and 5. Check again how deep they need to be. Oh, one just fell. That's a 1/2 inch. Okay, so I'm gonna have to put these further down. I was watching one video of a guy. He has a really cool idea to use cornstarch that you mix with water and you heat it up until it's like smooth. You mix it in there. And how he seeds his carrots is he cools that mixture down, and then he puts the carrot seeds in it once it's down to like 70 degrees, because you don't want to sterilize the seeds by making them too hot. And then he puts it into like a piping bag that he makes himself out of Ziploc, but I guess you could use a real piping bag if you had one. And he squeezes them out of there into the ground in a row. Well, that was kind of cool, actually. I don't know if I will try it this year, but maybe when I get my own yard and my own garden, I'll do that. Seems kind of weird to be out in my friend's yard with a piping bag in her garden. But I guess gardening is weird and experimental anyway. Okay, I definitely got more than 12 seeds because I still have some left. And I'm on my last pod here. Okay, I'm going to put these back in the package. All right, might as well put a row of cabbage next to that. I'm just going to do one. The cabbage all grew really well in our garden last year, but I felt like we didn't need that much of it. The kids aren't really that into cabbage. It's more my friend and I. I don't even think her husband's that into cabbage or Brussels sprouts. So I'm going to plant this in row 6. So I'm going to mark that down. Red Express cabbage. I think I'm making this simpler than last year because I'm planting more of each variety. I'm still not sure if I'm going to be selling things at the farmer's market or not. I need to call and see if they accepted my, if they approved my application, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, plant these. These are more brown than the broccoli seeds. Okay, how deep? Half an inch. Now these have 7 to 12 days to germination. So I'm thinking the way I timed it, these and the peppers, the spicy peppers that I planted might germinate around the same time. These might actually germinate, which means come out as a sprout. You can hear the restaurant next to me dumping their wine bottles. Anyways, these might come out as a sprout even earlier, a few days earlier than the peppers, because their germination time is shorter. So even though I planted them later, they will come out sooner possibly. And it's all kind of arranged with these. I think my seed fell out there. There we go. It's not exact. I love that about gardening, that it's kind of like one big ongoing experiment as you're doing it. That's that one. I got these all for free, so this saved me like at least $50, I think. Let's see, okay, so I'm gonna plant these. I'm gonna plant a lot of this. We ate a lot of lettuce out of our garden last year. Mesclun. Let's plant mesclun in row 8. This is like a salad mix. Writing it on my chart. Let's plant it in row 8, 9, and 10. We'll eat a lot of lettuce this year. And then this is one of the ones I think that you keep seeding every week for more throughout the summer. Small successive sowings, it says, for a constant supply. Okay. So What are we planting? 8, 9, and 10. So these 3. This has a few different blends. A few different seeds. Blends. What am I trying to say? A few different kinds of seeds in here. Let's see. Well, it tells you how to do the cut and come again method, which is, I did a lot of that last year where I just cut as much as I needed, 1 to 2 inches above the soil level, water well, and fertilize lightly, and plants will regrow for several more cuttings. I think they get more bitter as you go though, so gotta be careful about that. Ooh, look at all these different kinds of seeds. It has arugula, spinach, 8 different lettuces, 3 Asian greens, and 2 chards. Okay. How many seeds per hole? Pod. Shake seeds from the palm of your hand. They're talking about direct sowing. Yeah, I direct sowed last year with these. Put them straight into the ground. I might be making a mistake right now, but these were free seeds, so this is all part of my experiment. Now, lettuce grows really close to, or germinates really close to the surface. I'm not going to put these too deep. I think it's like barely, I'm supposed to barely cover them, so. I always tell myself when I'm doing that outside, just enough so the birds won't come up and grab them easily. They probably still grab some of them. One thing I want to try this year that I saw on a YouTube video is making these archways that go over my actual garden that will have like squash and maybe gourds growing on them. Sorry if this is terribly boring. I know some people like the long frame videos, the ones that where you don't cut out, and some people don't. So if you don't like it, I guess you can fast forward. Okay. So I did 8, so now I'm doing 9, row 9. Someone's probably going to put in the comments how I'm doing this wrong. I've never tried to grow lettuce in these little pots, so this might be dumb, but trying it. I think spinach and what else is in there? Asian greens are good to start here, and chards probably. Maybe chards would be direct seed. They're pretty leafy too. The problem with some seeds, if you start them in here, it's not better for them because they're actually really delicate when they're seedlings. Their root systems are delicate, and not all plants, but some will just die when you're transplanting them. And that happened to, I think that happened to a lot of my strawberries last year. It looked like it did, but then I have a lot of strawberry plants. I'll show you when I finally remember to video out in the garden. I've been out there a few times, but I didn't remember to video because I just get really into what I'm doing when I'm out there and I forget about bringing you guys along for the ride. You know what these little, these almost look like carrot seeds, these long thin ones. I know it's not carrot. Okay, 2 more to do.